I wanted to show y'all this Sofirn SP36. This is a BLF special edition with that Anduril firmware that's getting so popular. Really liking that user interface. Very nice. I brought these other two can sized and style lights because I feel like this DC7 by AirPro is somewhat close to what we're looking at here with this SP36, and also I've had this Olight X7 for quite a while, and it's another can light that is somewhat similar to the SP36. We're going to get these three out and look at them here in a little bit, give you all an idea what they do at night, give you all an idea of what some beam shots would look like between the three. I'm going to go ahead and pull these two off to the side because the main thing that we're talking about right now is this SP36. This is a special edition. This user interface is special, the LEDs are special, everything's just special. Let's go ahead and look at it. I want to show y'all this thing on its lowest power setting. I obtained that by holding down on it. From going from off to on, you hold down and it starts the stepless dimming and releasing, and then holding it back down, you go back down. If you just go ahead and hold down and then release really quick, you'll come on in the lowest setting. All of this is really easy to memorize. No problems learning this user interface. Any light that I've had with this user interface, like the very first one that I ever had, I had this pretty much mastered in about a week to 2 weeks time. That's turbo. I just obtained that by double press. We're going to go ahead, we're going to talk about this LED and the switch right here. That can be adjusted by 7 clicks. What I just did is I went ahead and switched it over into a brighter level. It was a little bit more dim. We're going to press it 7 times again, and now it should be flashing. We're kind of like in a beacon setting. It kind of flashes dimly and then brighter. I like that setting, it's really cool looking. If you're going to be putting this in a cup holder, driving around, and maybe putting it on the counter in the kitchen, you want to be able to find it at night, that's pretty cool looking. And then that's off. That can all be obtained in the instruction manual that I'm fixing to show you. The instruction manual is really handy with this thing. The next thing that I want to show you is, so I've already showed you how it does the dimming. The next thing is 3 presses. We're flashing out the level of the batteries right now. So you just count it up. 1, 2, 3. 3.8 is where the battery is right now. And then a double press brings it up into sunset mode. And let's go ahead, while we're doing this, just to kind of give you guys an idea of this manual. I'm not going to read all these words to you, but what I am going to show you is this little map, if you will. This little user interface diagram is going to show you everywhere that you want to go with this flashlight. So where we are right now is we just, from off, did 3 clicks to battery check. We just did 2 fast clicks. See how the green line, 2 fast clicks up to sunset mode. That's what we're in right now. Sunset mode is going to come on at that level, slowly dim itself down, and then eventually turn itself completely off. That's a duration of about 30 minutes. Now we're gonna double press, go into beacon mode. Beacon mode is gonna do exactly what you see right there and flash that out. If you want to adjust that, you find that 4 clicks will bring you into an area where you can adjust the rate of the beacon flashing. I've got other videos showing this user interface, showing how we do the temperature, thermal configuration, showing how we adjust that beacon mode. Just wanted to give you all a run through of some of the things that this is offering. So right now it's flashing out the temperature that the light is at. Everything's pretty much self-explanatory. This manual is going to come with this light, so 4 clicks is going to lock it out, 5 clicks is going to be momentary, 6 clicks is muggle mode, which means you can't get to turbo and it takes away a couple things. And then there's all the different strobes. Strobes can be obtained by click, click, and hold. So you 1, 2, 3, you hold on the 3rd time. Right now it is in candle mode. It's kind of like a light flickering. You can hold down and make it brighter. Double press and hold makes it dimmer. And then you can double press and go all through all those different options. Same user face as quite a few lights that I have. So easy to operate, and in about a week's time you won't even be looking at this thing anymore, or at least that's how it was for me. So if I can handle this user interface, I have a lot of confidence in pretty much everybody. That is a brief overlook at this light while it's viewable. We're going to get out in the dark. One other thing I will say, in case I forget to say it in the dark, I'm using Samsung 30Q batteries in this thing. You can't open it up right there. You can only open it up where I'm opening it. All the batteries, all the cells drop down just like that, using some button tops. And if memory serves me correctly, I believe you can only use button tops. If I'm wrong on that, hit it up in the comments, or I'll check on that when I'm done with this video, and I will adjust that in the description. Then the other thing is, this is a Type-C charging port, which I really like. Comes with a little cable. Faster charging and easier access to these cables, because that's what everybody's phones are now taking. That's what my phone takes, so that's pretty handy. Not a bad deal. The feel of the light is really grippy right here. Those 3 little areas that you see there provide good solid grip. And then you have some like ribbing, I guess you would call it, or sinking to keep it cool up here, and it does a really good job keeping cool, by the way. It doesn't get too hot. We're going to get it out and put it on turbo and see how it does for a length of time. Let's get it out in the dark. It got dark, so here's the SP36 in the middle on moonlight mode. There is the Olight X7 on its lowest setting in moonlight. It's looking awfully bright. Let me double check that for y'all just to make sure. Turn it off, hold it down, lowest setting. Yeah, it's just a little bit brighter. I don't remember it being so bright. With these newer lights, with this newer user interface, the moonlight levels are so much lower. And then here's the AirPro DC7, and I know that's in its lowest setting. confident of that. I just wasn't sure about that Olight X7, but it's in its lowest setting. We're going to look down into this retention pond here. At the very far end of this retention pond is 100 feet. We're going to start out with the AirPro DC7 and quite a bit of a beam on this DC7. It's got good spill out to the side, but you're going to see that it's a little bit more of a thrower than the X7 that we're going to bring up now. This is by Olight, and the first double press is not its maximum potential. Its maximum potential is going to be on the next double press. There is the claimed 9,000 lumen by Olight X7. Definitely a flood compared to the last one that you just saw. And then let's go ahead and get this SP36 up here and double press. What I'm seeing is this is a good in between. This is going to be a good throw with enough spill out to the sides to where I'm flooding out the sides of the pond, retention pond here. So it's a good in between what you just saw with those other two. This thing is starting to get a little bit warm. I'm starting to watch my seconds now. I want to see how long it takes to just get absolutely ridiculous for me to touch. I am holding it all the way at the very end. I've not done any thermal regulation on this. As I stated before, we're rolling with this thing straight out the package. The factory specs were good enough for where I wanted this thing. I didn't want it getting too crazy hot. Really liking that it's not getting too ridiculously hot. We're up to 30 seconds now, actually beyond a little bit. Still doing really good for full power. I'm happy with that. Samsung 30Q batteries. They're always going to be one of my favorites. My next favorite is going to be the Sony VTC6. Shining up this whole retention pond here, no problem. And we're out of a minute, beyond a minute. Still holding it, and it has gotten considerably warmer, but not too hot to handle. I mean, I've got my fingers all the way to the light, as you can see, and it's handling it. Good light. Good job, Sofirn. Really appreciate the user interface on this thing. It never did get ridiculously hot. Just cutting this short, that way I'm not making y'all bored. There it is right there, the Sofirn SP36 with the Anduril. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all got any questions or comments, hit it up. Appreciate you.